repeat myself again. You're here for Croatia versus Slovenia in the Nations Cup game. As it stands at the moment, we've got Team Croatia, where you've got Zeko, I think that's Pizza, I think it's something like that is how you pronounce it. Vicky, Red, and Klezy. Or is it Luka? I think it is.
It's Luka.
Slovenia. You've got Klezy, Turtle, Lohi, Turtle, Onchi, Felix, and Mejo. They've all put Klezy in the name, obviously. Just to confuse me, but that's going to be the teams from there.
Yeah, that's going to be funny. Reading the kill feed.
Yeah, it's going to confuse me.
Ooh, nobody has a shotgun. Salezi. Not Klezy.
Salezi, is that how it's pronounced?
Salezi.
See, I'm just a common Englishman who just pronounces it as I see it.
I think there are a lot of people that do that. I don't think that's just a common Englishman. But sure, believe whatever you want to believe. Yeah, freedom.
No fucks given here. Just waiting on Felix, it would appear. Waiting for him to get started so we can get City Streets underway. Obviously quite an interesting map choice, quite heavily dominated by the middle, but hopefully we'll see some quite interesting pushes. It's either going to be a mixture of slow and picking a site, or getting there nice and quickly. But I'll take us away on this first one if you don't mind, Rick.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. So I think on this first one, I'm going to start us off with Turtle, Slovenian scope. See if he can get himself any frags to start us off. As looking towards middle, doesn't seem to be able to pick anyone up, but it looks like Mejo is going to open us up there on Red as well onto Mejo and Klezy. It seems to be an absolute nade fest as everyone seems to be going down on either side. It's in the favour of Slovenia so far, though. Still 4 players up. Croatia currently have 2 in as well as Mickey. Spotted there on towards the A site, has been shut down there by Lohi as a spot has been seen on the platform. Turtle's currently taking a few shots at him. Luka, bomb in hand, scope as well, gets the first frag onto Onchi. He's have 3 players to find just yet. Turtle there with a shutdown. Knew he was round the corner there, and that's going to be 1-0 to score, and quite a convincing start here for Slovenia.
Just instantly hammered down by Turtle. As soon as he showed himself, he was gone. Alright, let's see what's going on with the scopes, as we got Luka here trying to peek down Turtle. Turtle so far is not showing himself. Let's go for a peek, but Onchi now finding himself the first frag. Pitka already in the AR trays, but that's been shut down by Mr. Turtle, and Slovenia they're cleaning up the house, and it's again just Luka. 1 versus 5, does find himself the 1. But there is Mio coming from the backside, 2-0.
That's how you pronounce it, Pitcha, something like that. Or
Pitika, I don't know. Yeah. It's some Croatian name that is very difficult to pronounce for us. So if you know it, help us out in the chat.
Yeah, I think Gotti just posted it, which is nice. No early deaths here for Croatia, so they're already in better stead than they were. As Turtle finds the frag onto Zeko, as Pitcha does get the SMG frag onto Mejo. Still versus 4, all even for now, as Onchi was heavily taken up, but then does regenerate as well. They're playing very aggressive onto the platform. Seems to be that Felix is getting himself heavily hit as well, as Lohi and Luka finding frags. Still very even. That does find the frag onto PG, who was in a very advanced position up there towards the top of the street. That's 1 threat down, and 2 players left standing here for as Luka and Red. Aisha. 1 on towards Market Stair. 1 in towards Double Doors, doesn't quite find him. Try to work together here, as Luka is in quite an advanced position here by the fences. Needs to try and find himself a pick if he can. Onchi does kill Red though, and that's going to be the bomb down. And it looks like it's all in the hands of Luca. He does get sucked down there from Turtle, and again, Slovenia looking very convincing. It's going to be the third round for them.
So apparently Pitka, or Pitisha, I don't know, I have no idea how you pronounce it, but it means bird in Croatian. It doesn't get us much further than that, but Turtle now finding himself the opening kill yet again. Slovenia find themselves on the back foot as Zeko, he did manage to make himself out there on the white van, but Turtle already doing a lot of damage as he's down 2 players, but Pika, the man of the bird, has picked himself up 2 kills as well, and Luca now follows up with a frag onto Turtle. It is Lowy and Onchi coming in from the backside is Onchi. He should be able to get that frag in. There we go. Zeko down. That bomb has actually been planted on B. And it's Luca to make his way forward. Onchi does down Pika. And there's Lowy, sorry, with the frag onto Luca. And that's gonna be another round for Slovenia. 4-0. Started off nice for Croatia. But that bomb, I don't know, not too much control. And especially Onchi coming from the backside there. I don't know, that just did a lot of damage, and that just lost them the round.
Very much so, and Slovenia looking really convincing here. 4 rounds in. Don't seem to be struggling at all as an opening frag. It does go on to Lucas. That's the scope battle going in favour of Turtle just now, as Pizza has tried to get down Onchi. Frag found. And again. Another frag there onto Turtle, below he there on the A side to try and get some fire down, but no covering fire as Zeko does try to get the bomb down, and Mejo as well finding the headshot onto Red. Mikey down Mejo, so 2 versus 2, bombs on A site. You are very aware that that is where the bomb is. Smokes have gone out and towards A arch, and people watching the back as well. 2 Slovenian players very close together, one at the top of the arch and one at the bottom. It looks like this is going to be a full plant. As it hums across, waiting for the smoke to clear as Felix does find the frag and the bomb planter. He make his way towards the bomb site. Do they want to know that he's there? He does tickle the bomb, and he's going to look towards that A site, not knowing that there's one at Flower going to be looking at him at any moment now. Going to make the way round, still looking towards the A arch, and easily mopped up there by Low here. Good rotate there by Slovenia, kept it cool, kept it composed. Ultimately picking up their 5th round of the game.
I think I figured it out now. It's pizza. Never mind. Screw it. I'm trying to pronounce it the proper way, but just not in me. Oh well.
We'll call it how we think it is.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go with the flow. He's down anyway. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but not for much longer. As Slovenia, they are cleaning up the house yet again. Said it too many times, but Zeko, your last man standing. 1 versus 4 with the bomb all the way back, and he's actually dodged the player. It's Turtle just out there at the fences, and Zeko slowly creeping his way forward. He might be able to get himself a 1 frag in, but that's going to be about it, I think. Because coming from the market and going up the catwalk, not an easy thing to do. So he's got 2 players right in front of him. Can he actually time it? Can he take out those 2 players? That would be a massive issue for Slovenia. He does down 1, but is it going to be enough? 3 more to find, and this is going to be a cat and mouse game.
Oh, that timing. Is he going to look to his left?
I don't know.
Oh!
Oh, he is!
Found him.
Yeah, easy. Well, not too easy actually. There we go, there's Turtle. 6-0.
Yeah, I think he had quite a lot to do. Oh, and a timeout called early. Obviously, don't want the massacre to continue, so they're just going to take a brief break just to try and get themselves composed, have a little chat about what's happening. I can't imagine the Croatian camp is at all happy at the moment, but hopefully they just need to iron out a few details. I think as it stands from what I've seen so far, they're not necessarily doing anything wrong, but like sort of when they actually survive at the beginning of the round, I find that if they're going down 1 very early on, either via grenade or by Turtle, finding the scope shot onto someone, then it's going to make it considerably more difficult for them to be able to get onto sites. Try to keep themselves alive, try to find opening frags of them for themselves, and try to work a bomb site a bit quicker, and not allow the Slovenians to get themselves into a position where they can just sit tight and wait for them to push a site. I think they need to be a little bit more proactive rather than reactive.
Yeah. Well, I think at the moment Slovenia is just kind of outclassing them, purely in 1v1 battles as well. And you could say it's about tactics, but then again, when you see them just getting destroyed at some occasions, there was one occasion where it could have been maybe 2 rounds for Croatia, but no more than that. Obviously I do hope Croatia, you know, do get their act together and find themselves a couple of more rounds, because they definitely need it.
I mean, naturally, you know, it's sort of as it stands at the moment. They do need to find themselves more rounds. Being down 6 already is going to be a bit demoralising for them. I don't know why they've timed that. It might be tactical, or it might be just due to their players leaving as well. But ultimately, like I said, they need to just be a bit more reactive. They need to be the ones sort of making the plays, dictating the pace of the game. They don't seem to be doing that. Like I said, they're dying far too early for them to be able to do anything like that. So it's all about trying to keep yourself alive, getting yourself into positions without dying. I mean, if you want to do it slowly, you've got to do it slowly together, not as an individual.
Yeah, well, I mean, mark and control, man. I think that's usually the key to the map.
I mean, how long has this game been out for? And you know, teams still aren't using market enough. Me personally, I'm all for focus the site, get the bomb down nice and quick, because I don't think people can deal with it. But if you're going to be playing it slower, get that market control, find the picks, do what you need to do, call out what you see, what you hear, and what you kill, and you're bound to have a bit more of a better time. Yeah,
I mean, once you have that mark and control in a slow round on the attacking side, you're able to cut off any sort of rotations towards the bomb side. So you'll just leave 2 players, maybe just one on the B bomb side, for example. If you take him out, once you have market as well, there's no way for your opponents to rotate towards the B bomb side and win the round. But easier said than done, of course. I mean, there's usually a lot of nades that stop the attackers from going towards the market.
Yeah, but ultimately, it's having the ability to understand that there's going to be 1 or 2 grenades being thrown into the nade alley, or a late one onto the platform, or you're going to be seeing a grenade in middle just to try and stop that that fast pusher from getting into position. So just take a moment just to allow the nades to come forward, make note of them, and then just making sure you're either walking around it or being able to get yourself into a position quickly, but not dying at the same time. You know, making sure all necessary spots are smoked. And this map, if you've got good enough smokes and you've got some really good grenades just to try and help out, the attacking side can be really, really good. But it's just making sure that you're just doing it on a team level rather than public. You know, like you're running around on a pub server.
Yeah, it should be as a collective, but
yeah, definitely.
Not as rigid as a CS:GO, obviously.
No, of course not. But I mean, with this map in particular, it's very team orientated. You know, you can have maybe maps like Crossfire, for instance, or Backlot. You know, the individual skill tends to shine a little bit more, just where the map is so small, and there's sort of just certain places. So if you can get someone who's individually good, and they're sort of just wrecking the joint, if you will, it makes it so much easier. But whereas a map like City Streets, for some reason, it's just more, you're only going to do as well as your team's doing.
Exactly. Such a tactical map. Man, we have another timeout. Looks like we're going to be sitting here for a while.
You get to hear us waffle on about what we used to do back in the day. This is how you do it.
Maybe we're just outdated, Tiggs. That's why it's not working.
Yeah, maybe. Well, as it stands at the moment, guys, Rick, I don't know if you've had a little notice, but we've got 105 people tuned in to watch us today.
Woo. Caught 4 hype.
Yeah, I know, right? People seem to be jumping straight on it. That's gone up to 108 since I've been talking, so... are you ready for the classic, Rick? I wonder if I've still got it in me. So, obviously, as it stands, guys, thank you very much for tuning yourself in. I do appreciate that, and obviously it all helps for Rick as well and his channel. Rick used to do all of his streams and then put them onto YouTube, so make sure you do hit the subscribe button. And make sure if you don't want to miss any of the streams, because Rick has actually told me that when he's got the time, he will be streaming some Nations Cup games when they come about, so he will try his very best. So if you haven't done so already, please hit the favourite button, and any subscriptions will be muchly appreciated. Make sure you hit his page, you hit his page and like it on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, follow him on Twitter, favourite him on Twitch, just so you don't miss out any of the action.
Sweet.
Not something it used to be, but with good practice, you know, it's...
I mean, everyone gets a little bit rusty after a while, isn't it?
It's been a long time, mate.
Ooh, Onchi. He's doing some crazy-ass bounces. Oh, we are supposed to ready up as well. What are you on you, Tix?
Hey, not waiting on me. Waiting on Felix.
Alright. Looks like we're back. Slovenia versus Croatia. 6-0 down. What can Croatia do? Take it away, Mr. Tix.
Thank you very, very much. It looks like I'm going to follow Zeko on this one. He seems to have a bit more of a faster A push, which he's going to focus on as Luka finds the first frag onto Onchi, which is exactly what Croatia needed. Zeko trying to throw a few smokes in towards A side, throw a grenade out towards the back as well, but oh! Lowy picking himself up a double kill as Mejo comes in and gets down Luka also. Mickey does find a revenge frag on to Mejo, but Turtle taking down Mickey. Nice little snapshot onto him there. And a tag on to Red, who does get finished off by Turtle. And a round that started off really positive for Croatia. I thought they might actually do something nice and tactical there. Was immediately shut down there by Slovenia. So 7-0 at the moment.
Yeah, the idea definitely was right, but then again, it was Lowy with the AK that really stopped that push straight away. But this time Zeko is actually in quite fast. He did that the last time as well. He's not really capitalizing on this momentum, but he is checking out a couple of smokes, a couple of grenades as well. He's been spammed through the smoke though. That bomb has been planted, so that means there is some hope for Croatia as Pitka does go down. Salezi, Turtle in fact, finds himself the frag of the red. And Zeko, oh, the barrel, my man. It is the danger. It's Mickey, your last man standing. 1 versus 4. After that bomb plant, not a single frag for Croatia, but Mickey does find himself 1. But that's gonna be it. The defuse comes in 8-0 for Slovenia.
It'd be an absolute break fest at the moment. Slovenia just having an answer for everything Croatia are trying to do. I mean, they forced the A push going good, but Turtle having a pretty good game. 14 frags so far. Does find the first frag onto Pitcher. As Turtle again gets another frag onto Zeko as well. So Onchi joining in on the frag party, but Luka trying to quickly shut him down. He's on the on towards the platform there. Felix walking himself around on towards Van as well as Mickey. He does find the frag down to Mejo. So trying to even up the odds slightly. Luka and Mickey still up here for Team Croatia. And Slovenia have the powerhouse Turtle, who seems to be playing very well at the moment. Well, it's Felix and Lowy. But it looks like it's all up to Luka. And Luka has been found there by Felix, who's sitting in nice and tight. Gets the frag, and that's 9-0. Croatia don't seem to be, just don't seem to have a response.
Is this going to be a case where it's going to be 12-0?
Yeah, there's every opportunity for this to happen.
Alright, Zeko. No, never mind. Onchi with the first 2. Lowy already following up with a frag on the Zeko. It is again just 2 players left up alive, and well, Lowy does go down for a bit of trouble. Mickey and Turtle, these names they keep messing me up with the Salezi behind it. But there goes Luka, it is Mickey yet again. 1 versus 4 this time. That bomb has not been planted. He's got a player in the back, and it's Mayo to mop that up with the double kill. In the end, 10-0, and well, I'm not too sure if we should comment too much about it right now.
I think everyone understands that this is very much a domination here from Slovenia, who seem to be getting fragged left, right and centre again. Turtle responding with an open frag down to Pichu, just can't seem to stay alive long enough, but Felix shuts down Zeko, tries to get a little bit more aggressive. His team doesn't seem to be with him as Luca does find the frag down to Felix as well. So, as it stands at the moment, still 4 players up here for Slovenia. Oh, as Luca does find himself another frag, but Mejo finding Mickey as well. So, Slovenia still with the upper hand, but the usual suspects still up. As Luca is currently got 9 frags here for his team and seems to be the one picking up the majority. As Mejo does find... Oh, sorry, I've already called that one, but Turtle does shut down Red. Luca, though, on to Loey, so 2 versus 1. Bombs in hand of Luca, so as mentioned, he's the only one who seems to be in double figures for his team. Sitting in tight as Turtle, Sayarch and Mejo. Oh, that is not what you need in your life. Proned in Nade Alley and wins the round ultimately in 11-0. Very impressive.
Yeah, the defense is looking as hard as a rock at the moment. Turtle, let's see what he can do as he does look towards the death alley, but Pitka already been downed by a grenade early on by Mayo. And so far, it looks like Croatia are actually opting to go for an A push, but a bit of a snail pace as Mickey does down one, but instantly there's Mayo with the frag of the Mickey. There does Zeko come into play. He did push down the archways, that's down Mayo, and he might find himself a bit of control over this map, but 3 players now converging on their position, and they're on all sides. Turtle does go down to Zeko, but then again, there goes Red. Courtesy of Felix, that bomb is going to be dropped in the archways, and it's going to be down to Zeko. 1 versus 2. Can he still bring some glory to Croatia? As he does find himself the bomb, and what a timing. Felix just moved aside, and that might just allow Zeko to be able to glitch this one. As he does have himself an AK to hand, and does spot a player as well. And it's Onchi. He has not spotted Zeko, I believe. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I guess Felix is now locking it out and lands a tag and the frag onto Zeko. That's not going to be a clutch. 12-0, and that must be much of a nightmare situation for Croatia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd love to shoot a car and be able to kill someone. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but whenever I shoot a car, I never kill anyone.
That has always been my problem as well.
I mean, he just shot the roof of the car and managed to kill the person, so, you know, kudos. You know, that never happens for me. But, you know, a very convincing defensive side. I mean, Slovenia have never really been put under pressure. Croatia haven't done enough, in my opinion, to be able to, or warrant even putting a fight up, let alone winning rounds. I mean, they've looked very lackluster. Can't say I'm impressed at the moment.
Yeah, like you said, like Slovenia was never in a position where they had to fear of even losing a single round, and that, you know, it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I mean, nobody likes to come into a game and you know, be down 12-0. I mean, this doesn't happen often. No, so, Slovenia, have they been exceptionally good? Probably not. Doing what they need to do, just getting the early rounds. I mean, that's, you know, getting the early frags. Sorry. They're doing ultimately what they need to do. However, they've just been able to run absolute riot, and you know, I'd like to see them in a bit more of a situation where they've got to, you know, really think about what they got to do, because at the moment, you know, they can do what they like, and it seems to be paying off because Croatia just don't have a response. So.
Yeah, well, only 1 round needed for Slovenia to take us to the second map, which I'm not entirely sure which one is it. I believe Backlot was the decider, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get there at this rate.
I think quite comfortably this is going to be just quite a standard procedure 2 mapper for us, Rick. I don't think we're going to be pushed any further into overtime. I mean, you know, I could be wrong, could be saying it out of turn, but you know, if Croatia are going to continue to play the way that they have been, I don't think we're going to be for a particularly long evening.
Yeah, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, would have liked to seen a bit of a more tense match, but either way, where is our last player? Has he gone to the loo or something?
Excuse me.
What's up with your fifths?
I think I just saw that their router is starting.
Okay.
I think what I saw.
Have you ever played Battlefield 1, Tix?
No, I haven't, I'm afraid.
It's a good game. Good fun for public.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more inclined on Overwatch now. Seems a game of choice.
I did not like that at all. It's just not my game.
Yeah, see, I used to play Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, and I briefly played TF2, and I did quite enjoy TF2 for I think it was about 3 hours I played it. So,
I don't know, it just feels a little bit too cartoony for me. And of course a lot of chaos. Tell us a bit about that LAN you intend to organise.
Well, obviously I tried to do it sort of the last couple of times to get Brussels LAN up and running. Seems to be communication was a little bit strenuous for the person on bot camp, but I've put the feelers out there again with him. It's actually Azuma who's spoken to a few players that seems to want to get some players together and able to get the LAN sorted out. So obviously, guys, any support from the community will be greatly appreciated. You know, you've got plenty of time. I believe Azuma's trying to get it aimed for sort of March, April time, so that we can get as much interest as we can sort of this year and sort of build up, get people to save up, book time off work, that kind of thing. But we should be able to come to you with dates really soon. I'm just waiting to hear back from the owner. But back to the game, I guess, and Croatia seem to be getting 2 opening frags there, which is always a great start, as they actually find the 3rd frag. Might we actually see Croatia's first round, as Turtle and Lohi are the only ones left alive, as Turtle's try to bring it back some, as Red does go down. Still Luca, Pitcher, as well as Zeko and Mikey. Like Zeko is actually just chilling in spawn at the moment. AFK. Turtle's got a bomb in hand as well as the scope. Looking to see, wait to see if someone's just going to be overextending slightly. Finds Mickey. Good start. As Luca is going to start his rotate now. This is still going to sit down and wait by the white van. Zeko's decided to spring back to life and watch the A arch. Going to be watched now as Turtle, still on platform, bomb in hand, making his way towards B-bomb site, not knowing that there's runners towards White Van. He's going to be cautious, finds the frag though onto Picha. The other guys are sort of in and around mid. Zeko just throw an up and down nade onto the bomb site. Tags him but doesn't get the frag, sets the car on fire though, and a flashbang comes out. He's got the bomb down, doesn't know that there's one towards top of street. Oh, very unfortunate not to find the frag there as Luca gets the does get the kill, and it looks like Croatia are going to get their first round on the board. Zeko going to get himself the defuse, and that's going to be 12-1, Rick. Comeback incoming.
Always vouch for the underdog, isn't it? I think that's a little bit too early to call, but sure. Either way, I'm going to pick it up with Mayo as he's got himself a lovely front spawn. Gonna be looking to push down, but Rats with the double kill instantly shuts down 2 SMGs. That is just an insane nade. And that is really gonna put Croatia to a big lead in this round as Zeko makes his way forward. Mickey downs Felix and Zeko downs Lowy as well. And it's again Mr. Turtle, your last man standing. This time 1 versus 4 does land an eagle shot onto Zeko. And players are rushing in 1 by 1 at the moment. Maybe not the best thing to do against Turtle. As Turtle looks to go for the sexy no scope, not gonna be happening. As Rat finds himself the hat tricked. 12-2, and oh man, that is that could get interesting.
Well, I mean, it's still quite a long way to go. I mean, you know, Croatia starting off pretty well here, starting right well, but Onchi's just going to put an extinguisher to the push as Red does get taken down, but Picha is quickly shut down. It quickly shuts down Onchi as Zeko jumping in on the party as well onto Mejo. To be in Croatia's favour now as Mikey does find Turtle and Lowy onto Picha with the headshot. Trying to do what they can. They only need the 1 round now, but it's 2 versus 3 as Felix finds the frag onto Zeko. Mikey now over towards the site as Lucas heavily tagged up. Bomb's going to go down here for Felix. Bomb's down. Lowy making his way up towards Wooden. 2 versus 2. It doesn't seem like they're playing together, unfortunately. Come from separate angles. Okay. Interesting. Just Felix is on the stairs, a position that's not often used but very underrated. Mikey has just skirted right past them. Oh, shoots at a dead body. Doesn't see the ones there. They know that they're in and around the areas as they're looking and checking. Only 11 seconds left on the clock. Does find the frag though. Felix shuts down Mikey. That's going to go down onto the 6 seconds. And a quick shutdown. And it looks like they're going to move themselves straight onto Crash. I don't know whose server this is, but particularly happy.
I don't think they want to look at the score. Alright, so 12-2. 13-2.